Welcome to another edition of the Thriving Family Table Talk. Thank you for always joining in and catching up on the replays on the YouTube channel at Naomi, the Thriving Place, on YouTube and on the Reels. Thank you. Thank you for always joining in. Supposed to be episode 15 is the right posture after a higher or recent self-development. Very interesting topic indeed. Very, very interesting topic. It says the right posture after a higher level of self-development. The right posture after a higher self-development or after a recent development, whichever one we want to pick. And why did I say it's an interesting topic? Because marriage is for a lifetime. And from 0 to 5, there might not have been any self-development, or there might have been. So today we want to talk about the posture. What do you do when one of the partners, that's one out of the two partners, have just recently bagged maybe a PhD, a master's, a higher form of self-development than they met when their vows. Yes, thank you, my dearest sister. Thank you for joining in again today. Good evening, Pastor Bridget. How was your day? Good evening from Nigeria. How was your day?
Fine, thank you. And yours?
It's fine, fine, fine. Thank you very much. Thank you. So let's just dive into our topic today. It's thankfully today is episode 15, and the topic today is the right posture after a higher or recent self-development. The right posture after a higher or recent development. Self-development is a continuous process, and Brian Tracy advises that 3% of income should go to self-development in order to guarantee one's future. So it is expected that the wife and the husband should continuously self-develop, personal and professional development is a foundational strategy. It leads to improved awareness. It brings about new relationships, new ideologies, and they are equipped with the right toolkits to be able to function not only in just their husband and wife roles, which is just one facet of their life, because they need to personally be developed, professionally be developed, so that the marriage can continue to thrive, so that they don't get stuck. So I want to ask you, what do you mean by the right posture? In a thriving marriage, what do you mean by the right posture immediately after a recent self-development? Thank you very much, Ma.
Thank you very much. Thank you once again for having me online. I am Coach Naomi.
Thank
So, in
you.
my own point of view, when we are talking about the right posture, it means that how do you reflect on the experiences you have gained, the
Mhm.
insights, the setting of the new achievements, goals, the
Okay.
integrating the new knowledge
Yeah.
and skills, practicing compassion
Yeah.
and patience, and maintaining balance with a focus on holistic well-being,
Yeah.
because it's nice if the two parties are developing together
Mhm.
concurrently.
Yeah. Very
But
key.
paraventure, if it's one-sided,
Yeah.
automatically it might become that coerced environment.
Yeah.
It might become toxic,
Toxic.
and it might also become demotivating.
Yeah.
So one needs to, when we are talking about the right posture means, yeah, this self development higher rate, that how do I apply it in my daily activities?
Mm.
Do I carry people along,
Mm-hmm.
or do I use it to spite others, including your family member and your kids, your husband, your wife or your husband? Or do you just make it to sit with you that, okay, at times, this my position is not me, this is me, my
Mm-hmm.
real, they're not making me to bring forth the position first, then now hiding behind the position. Different scenario must be different.
Yeah.
You have to collaborate your self-development with your personality, with your environment,
Mm-hmm.
because one needs to learn diversification. You might be harsh in the place of work, but you cannot be harsh with your friends. You cannot be harsh with your family. Even if you're harsh with your friends, trying to make them to accept your development, that I'm no longer where
I
I
used
used,
to be. Mm.
but there are ways and patterns you need to do it.
Yeah.
To your wife, you might be harsh to your friends, but you cannot be harsh to your husband, you cannot be harsh to your wife, because when the position is set start driving you, then there is no more right posture. The right
Okay.
position is able to balance the development with
Mm-hmm.
your being, equals to thriving marriage.
Yeah.
But if you are not able to balance the position posture with your being, it will affect the other party. The other party might be spiting the other party. You might become toxic to the other person. And you might also, in terms of your communication,
Mm-hmm.
become a bully unknowingly.
Yeah.
But if you develop the skill of collaborating your personality with your development,
Mm-hmm.
then there will be a better result with a thriving marriage and thriving family. Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That means the spouse, whether the man or the woman who has developed, as in who has a recent development, has to still remain optimistic and must be able to marry his or her personality and not in the long run trying to, instead of being self-developed, it will now become toxic. Thank you very much, because attitude is key. Attitude they say is everything.
Yes,
So that
please.
moves me to my next question. It's supposed to be bring positive impact, right? To the immediate family, personally, to the immediate family, extended family, to the workspace, and to the society. So what are the positive impacts from the recent developments? What do you see? What are the suggestive positive impacts from your angle concerning this recent development?
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Naomi. The positive impact is one needs to reflect and integrate, e.g., like journaling, write down your thoughts,
Yeah.
your feelings, and the
Mm-hmm.
insight from the experience. This will help you process the changes
Mm-hmm.
and understand what you have learned.
Mm-hmm.
Because for every development, there are process, there
Mm-hmm.
are application, there are
Yeah.
not a lot of different terminologies, and your own perspective also, because as you are developing,
Your
Definitely your
perspective is
perspective
changing. Yeah,
changes.
yeah.
Your wisdom also changes.
Your wisdom bank improves, increases.
Yeah,
Yeah. Your wisdom
increase.
bank improves. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing is you must be able to identify key learning.
And
Okay,
then,
what method did you use to get this self-development? Did you go back to the formal education
yeah.
that enhance your development, e.g., like promotion,
Okay.
or did you become an entrepreneur, or did you double your hustling process by making more sales or advertising your products? Or at least you must be able to identify your formula, your pattern,
Mm-hmm.
what you use to get to where you are, so that your partner can be motivated and be also have the urge, or and it will be easier for your
Yeah.
partner to climb the ladder of self-development also. But if you cannot identify it, I believe they said there is no success without a story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you must be able to itemize the or identify the key learning. Was it an informal education or knowledge, or was it formal education? So you must be able to identify the key learning, because when you pinpoint the most impactful lessons and skills
Mm.
acquired, you think about how this relate to your existing goals and values.
Yeah.
The next one is you must be able to set goals, because any goal set without a definite time and season is not achievable, is
Mm-hmm.
not is not practical. Because you just say, oh no, I will buy a car. When do you want to buy the car? Why do you want to buy the car? What will it benefit you? As in setting goals. Okay, I'm getting this car, I'm renewing my car because of one, two, three. And if you renew, what will you get? What will be your achievements? That then, if you are able to align your goals with your experience, you
Yeah.
will understand to set clearer, more specific goal that build the positive outcome of one's experience. Then you start small. You want
Yeah.
to develop, you cannot, you have to start from kindergarten. You want to develop, you must start from learning how to crawl, from crawling to walking, from walking to running, from running to flying. So there are phases to self-development. But the
Yeah.
thing is, don't give up, don't despise the days of crawling. If you really want to have self-development, don't apportion fault or blame on your spouse and say, oh, it's because of you that this and that. No, it's not. Now the next one is we must be able to practice self-care and patience. You want to
Yeah.
develop, oh, you need to wear the garment of patience. If you are not patient, you are not tolerant, there is no way one can develop. Even if it means starting all over and over and over and over, just know you are moving forward, you are getting to a
Mm-hmm.
place. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. You need to be very patient. Self-care, don't be harsh, don't be hurry, don't look for microwave self-development. Just trust the process. Development can be demanding. Be patient with yourself, As you integrate the changes, don't expect immediate drastic results. You might have finished your PhD with distinction. That does not mean it's automatic development. Just learn to start somewhere and be patient. Keep it rolling. You must focus on holistic well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah, holistic well-being. We're talking about self-development. Yeah, you have to focus on holistic well-being. Pay attention to all areas of your life, including mental, emotional, and physical health, to support your ongoing growth. You have to balance it all. So in a striving home, you must be mentally balanced, you must be emotionally stable and matured,
Yeah.
you must have physical health to support your ongoing growth. Yeah, if you come home and be using formal language at home, you will become an alien in your house. You will become,
Sorry. Sorry, I want to come in there.
yes, please.
Um, you've highlighted some key components of the recent development, which is very sound. But the truth is, there's going to be an impact because it's not going to be business as usual that I know very well. So the partner, let's use for instance, is the wife who just recently badged a higher personal development. The husband, no matter how tough it is, we expect that he should be able to embrace. You talked about patience. He should be able to embrace it because it's going to be challenging. Because it will now appear as though the wife is now living a two-faced life. So, like, if we want to really be truthful and practical, there has to be preparation. Both of them should have prepared because there must be changes. Because that is will impact whether you like it. It will surely impact because if you want the wife to always be fine tuning or the husband to always be fine tuning, so it's just for the partner who hasn't just recently got, because it said two shall become one. You just have to sit down, sit with yourself, tell yourself basic truth, accept it, be optimistic. It's a time for you to prove your resilience because it is a different terrain. Friends might change. The people he's going with or she's going with will definitely change. So it takes a whole lot of preparation. You've already mentioned it. Have self-compassion so that you are not hurting yourself. Be emotionally okay. Don't hurt yourself. It's a development. When that phase passes, you get used to it. It needs getting used to. It is a lifelong learning. Yes, it is one of the partners in the marriage that just recently got the achievement. So the next partner who is yet to get to that level has to continue to learn. That's what I'm just trying to bring up because it is a new phase entirely. It's a new phase for the person who has a PhD, a master's, or whatever, a doctorate. It's also a new phase for the partner who is supporting the certification. Do you understand where I'm coming from, man? So
Okay,
that,
okay.
yeah,
Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm not cutting you short. I just
no,
wanted to stress something you have said.
yeah,
Okay, when we're talking about self-development,
yeah,
posture in a thriving home,
mm,
the reason why I keep using a thriving home is you would have studied each other,
yeah,
and you know that it's a gift. Not everyone have the gift of celebrating others' success or
yeah,
others' celebration
yeah,
based on personality, your upbringing, your environment, your understanding. So, peradventure, if you find yourself in that type of scenario, you
mm-hmm,
already know that, okay, even others, once their friends are celebrating anything, they give negative response,
mm,
definitely they will do it to you. So I will give you a scenario of a sister that became a director in the ministry there, and while yet staying at home with the husband, that is equally a big parastatal, like a major general. But they
Mm.
never knew that, even our own blood sister never knew that she was already a director during COVID time. You know, Lagos State Ministry now said, okay, it's only from level 13 upward or 14 upward can be coming to work, that they will give them, a driver will come and be picking them. Behold, they were all sitting at home thinking that, okay, it's COVID time. Coco, driver came with security. They were all looking, what happened? That's how she came out. They called her name, that they came to pick her there. Her blood sister was in their house. Said, what? What did she do? They said, no, going to work is our boss. And it's a big ministry in Lagos State there. She just pinched herself. The husband looked at my friend. She looked at the sister's husband. She quietly went. So after everything, they dropped. That the first day past, second day. By the fourth day, the sister now spoke to her in another language that the husband. He said, why are you going to work? Why? But they wrote it that it's only that one. Are you going to help your boss? She laughed. He said, you don't know that I'm the boss. I, you know, why? When she sister was like trying to be angry, I said no. Maybe she knew if she told you, you will inform the spouse. And maybe he feels that, okay, if the spouse knows his reaction, maybe we pressurize her, because he is equally a big guy, like a colonel, lieutenant colonel in the army, not a small guy. But that urge of accepting change, growth, is not there for this person we're talking about. Because if I'm a man, I'm based on it, those other side there that don't believe in, you understand, that women climbing up. So she just thought that, how can I do this, that we will not create more problem at home. That's when the wisdom, maturity came in. That's where the emotional stability and balance came in. That she will always wear the garment of a director back at home. And when she comes home, you just humble herself. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a
No,
friend.
no, no, that's expected. No, that one is a given now. You don't come and boss your. No, no, that one it's a given. But you see what you just said, self-acceptance. Some people are not good at managing changes. Let's put it that way. I mentioned today in my business development meeting at the office, I said it's easier to pray for change, but the management of the change is the toughest part of it. The strategies to manage change is the toughest part of it. That's what we are talking about here. That's the posture we're talking about this evening. Even some people, even if, let's, for instance, what if let me paint this scenario that the wife or the husband who just recently bagged a degree is not even balanced well. Yes, they have a higher development, but they also need to balance. It boils down to the spouse who has it and the spouse who is assisting, because change management is what we are talking about here. They must maintain a good positive outlook, even when it is not turning out the way it was expected. There's one thing to plan, but when reality sets in, is what do you do? What posture should you take when reality sets in? I know if you are struggling to accept, journaling can help. Being grateful, just intentionally be grateful for the experience. It will help you move from the lack mindset to the mindset of abundance, because you truly need an abundance mindset to be able to accept imminent change, recent changes, so that you can move to the next level, because truly it can be overwhelming when the next party is not accepting it. It can be frustrating. And that's why we chose it as a topic today, that recent development must be managed. It is a change management, it's a change process in a thriving marriage, and it must be fully married. The partner must be mindful, both partners must be mindful. Partner A, who has the recent development, has to be mindful. Partner B, who is watching and seeing the changes that are occurring concerning the recent development, has to be able to be much more mindful, because you have to manage your emotions, you have to manage your thoughts, because everything that we do is based on our thoughts. You must be able to manage even your negative thoughts, because sometimes you just ask yourself, am I sure I'm still in the right place? If that kind of question comes in, you should be able to nip it in the bud by being present and telling yourself, oh, it's just for me to re-strategize, recalibrate, and perhaps go and take another a short course. It's not that you are competing, it's not rivalry, but the truth is, what will you be saying when one spouse has reached the echelon and the other spouse had not even developed at all? What do people want to be discussing, in all honesty? They keep saying love is not enough. Yes. What do you want to be discussing? Let's face reality. What do you want to be discussing if you're not willing to self-develop? There's no novelty, because if they bring the topic that you don't have anything to contribute, you'll just be there, you'll be docile. How do we handle it? How do you handle it, man?
Okay, thank you so much, Coach
Thank
Naomi.
you. Thank you.
The major reason of most time, most women are victim in
Yeah.
this kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Thing is, women get too carried away, being, oh, my children, my husband, my family, my sibling, at the end they get overwhelmed and torn out, pieces, shambled, scattered. Thing is, womanhood, wifehood, motherhood,
Sisterhood, auntyhood, all the hoods.
all the hoods are all about fantasy. You
Yeah.
have to know the fantasy you are getting into. It is not slavery. It is
Mhm.
not dying to oneself. Fine, it all requires sacrifices. But what extent are you going to sacrifice? I know between 0 to 18 years of your marriage, you are then metamorphosing,
Mhm.
but like parenting,
Yeah.
wifehood, all those things. But in all those wood, there is supposed to be what is called me wood,
Yeah.
my
Not
wood.
losing yourself. Yes.
Not losing yourself completely. Then
Yeah.
tomorrow, when the guy is not touched, solidified, then there are butterflies around to come and suck the pollen that you've pollinated for all these years.
Yeah.
Why? Simply because you have made yourself to be obsolete. You
Yeah.
have refused to develop. Not everybody are studious, but even if you cannot go back to 4 walls of former university, there are other things you can do. You can develop your business skills by doing business. You might not really do buying and selling. You can even go as far as consulting for people. You can even go as far as starting up something. Don't just feel like, okay,
Yeah, being in
me.
communities that will help you, because, like, sorry, I'm cutting in. I'm so sorry, because when a woman loses her self-confidence, so many things go wrong. Because by the time you have helped everybody, according to you, the hood, and there is no personhood, then they'll become an issue. Self-confidence diminishes.
No,
It
what really
diminishes.
makes their women's self-confidence to diminish is maybe now they now want to also be Interpol, like checking the number of missed calls that
Mm.
is coming to the phone, then checking the number of the phones going now to various accounting that they are not informed, and tracking out where how many cards were swiped, where did they go to, checking all those barbaric, undeveloped growth. That is not a growth, that is just also slavery. When you are up and running your business, having multiples of series
Streams
of
of income.
incomes,
Mm-hmm.
anybody can spend anything as long as you doing your passion. Don't lose your passion for you to have right position posture and have self-development. Women, do not lose your passion. Learn to turn your passion to income. Learn to turn your passion to purpose. Let me just use purpose, because so many women, even men, some men too, do not even know their passion again, especially those on the other side. They just feel that, oh, my wife is a nurse, my wife is this, let me go and babysit and do home care and come and be swiping the card and do let me do drop off for her and pick her up. As a man, is that really your passion or your purpose where you were growing up? Wake up, brother. There are things that you can pay someone to do for you when you are busy developing yourself. That drop off, school drop off, as a man, fine, you enjoy doing it. Make sure you are also developing yourself, because a day will come, the kids will, even without their mother telling them that my mommy foots the bill, they will know that it was their mom that has been footing the bill. So don't develop yourself anyhow. Set up business. You must not really wait, oh, I'm waiting for that interview, I'm waiting. Do something else. Just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't be stagnant. Because even the earth is rotating. You want to have self-development, nobody will help you without you helping yourself, without you holding on to that wheel, the wheel of life that is turning. You have to make sure that your hands are firm on the wheel. Then, no matter how the wind comes, it comes from the north, south, west, you are still holding on to it, and your development will come. Both you a woman or a man, development is a necessity. Don't
Yeah.
be stuck. Don't be carried away. Don't
Don't
give
stop.
excuses. Don't
Yeah.
just do it. Do it. Whatsoever is coming your mind, do it. Oh, just do anything. Do. You can change courses. We've seen engineers have become lawyers. We've seen lawyers have become doctors. We've seen that become a sports guy, a runner. We've seen engineers have become musicians. Just what is your passion? If it's your passion, you will develop. It's only when it's not your passion. It's only when you are not able to discover yourself. If you need to do a rediscovery, please do. We all need to develop. We all need to metamorphose. We all need to keep going, and we will succeed. Everyone will have good posture with self-development. Thank you, Coach Naomi.
Thank you, because your posture is your positioning. It is also depicts the state of your heart when it comes to self-development. Like we've said a whole lot today, that the partner who has self-developed is one on one end. The other party who is yet to self-develop needs to continue to build confidence, increase resilience and grit level, continue to be optimistic, accept self, accept the spouse, that yes, you have moved on. You also need to accept and move on. You need to embrace the new circle that is emerging. There is an emergence, and both parties need to do that so that they can accelerate and move to the next level in their thriving marriage. And for you to foster a growth mindset, we recommended and suggested that you can practice gratitude. That will help you manage even your negative thoughts because you are mindful. You are very mindful of everything that is going on around you. We've also advised that don't just stand still because don't stand still so that you can develop professionally and personally because it is needed. Because as the year goes by, that begins to be a build up of overwhelm, and we don't want anybody to actually be overwhelmed. If you accept that, okay, let spouse one finish, then when he finishes or she or he finishes, then you now go and do yours so that you don't in the long run be talking tomatoes when they are talking strategy. And for the guy, when the woman comes back from the boardroom, you're not able to understand. You'll not be saying, oh, my wife is now proud. So there's a posture. There's a posture and there is a preparation. It takes a whole lot. So the spouses need to prepare for this next level development. I have a case of somebody who, when the guy got to the next level of development, resistance came from the wife. She became a different person entirely and started saying, this is not the man I married. Why was she saying that? That she couldn't accept it. She could not come to the level of accepting that, oh, this is reality. But she was happy that day of the ceremony, but she could not come to terms with it that, oh, this is happening. So till date, there are still stumbling blocks. And to worsen the matter, what she now did, she now tended to external forces who are advising her wrongly. So she is not able to manage. So truly, a recent development can either bring the couple together or make them more apart, and they begin to ask themselves questions. And those questions, you can find answers when you are mindful, when you accept where you currently are to be able to pivot to the next level and the next stage in your marriage. Can we hear your wrapping up thoughts, Pastor Bridget, so that we can leave our guests who have so magnanimously joined us this evening again?
Thank you very much, Coach
Thank
Naomi,
you.
once again. Growth is painful.
Yeah.
You want to have self development, you must be willing to pay the price. And for you to have the right posture is ability to learn, relearn, unlearn,
Yeah.
and no, it's not about you. When you have to be a cheerleader for your partner,
Yes.
the
Very true.
biggest cheerleader, baby, go, you can do it. Baby, I trust you. Baby, we are behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, she's about to write a professional exam. You can go extra mile by, don't worry, honey, don't cook. We get it sort out. Okay, we get food to come in. We get
Mm-hmm.
the children to sleep early. We say, okay, or you can say, okay, there is no way you can study for this your professional exam at home. Can you just take 2 3 days off and go to any resort hotel, lock yourself there, just focus. That is supporting one another.
Yeah.
That is cheering up one another. And when the success happens, do not come and be chastising, gaslighting. I was there for you. You know, it's not for me. No, you were there for him or her to achieve that goal. But remember, he or she did not stop you from harnessing your potential.
Yeah.
Never blame anyone for putting your potentials on hold for others.
Yeah.
You have to be able to discover your potential, harness it, work with it. Some, we keep saying communication, communication every day. Nowadays, the whole world communicates, but only very few communicate to understand. Only very few listen. So in the process of supporting, okay, not really helping, supporting, encouraging, cheering up one party for them to go for their development, because we are talking about right posture, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
One person has to support one, then once the person has achieved his or her own, or even it could also be promotion, being
Yeah.
promoted to the board, to the at that moment that we rejoice, you celebrate. Don't lock up your own oblongata. Now you have to work on it. For example, if your husband become honorable or a minister or what, we call it school of perfectionists, uh, like in
Finishing
France,
school, like a finishing school.
finishing school,
Yeah.
your language will definitely change.
Change. Yeah.
Pricing will definitely change.
Your personhood. Yeah.
Way, public disease decorum or what will definitely change.
Your poise will definitely change the way
So
you
you
do things.
have to accept the change. Don't fight it and say, why are you
Mm.
trying to pick 40 me? What? No, because time waits for nobody. Now, all of a sudden, he went to the office as one person and is now coming back with a driver, with a security, with protocols, then like four cars coming back with him. He's no longer the man that went out from that
Yeah.
bed that is coming back. That you will just come and say, okay, you are back. Go upstairs, I'm coming, because you have to show affection, care. Those people that have been with him for money down, you have to delegate people to receive those ones, because you will not still be the same person that will receive those oddlies. Because when you are now trying to receive the oddlies, you are belittling, you are diluting that office of your
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
Your who you are to welcome is your spouse, your husband. You just welcome him, then go upstairs or go downstairs anywhere, focus on him. Now your level, no more talking with the oddlies, asking them where did you people go today and where did you
Mhm.
buy fuel,
Mhm.
who entered the car, who do that. No, you gradually too have developed, you too have revolved. So please don't feel that it's the only one. And because some partner might like, can you not see it? We are no longer where we used to be. We are no longer those people that trek on the street and go and buy mesuya, or that just go and like open our
Mhm.
door. We have strangers staying with us. How do you coexist? What kind of posture do you have in front of the domestic staff, the oddlies? Do you give him that his authority or our authority? After I said no, you quickly read the body language. He cannot explain no in front of domestic staff. He cannot explain no in front of
Yeah.
oddlies.
Everything cannot be expressed, so you need to learn
You need to
body
learn, like,
language.
okay,
Yeah.
restructure, and like,
Yeah.
okay, these are now bedroom talk, or only when we are together. Then when you start doing that, it's also growth, because you
Yeah.
are learning very fast. You are, we call it what's it called, we have is it I've forgotten, like royal languages or
Yeah.
kingdom language, official
Yeah, yeah,
language.
it's called. Let me just help you with it because that's where we will wrap up today. It is called protocols, the protocols of the development. You have to accept, you have to adopt, you have to practice. We leave you with that because for every recent development, the right posture is to learn it, accept it, adopt it, and practice it.
Apply.
The
Yes.
marriage must thrive. Marriages must thrive. Acceptance, very key. Practicing the protocols of the recent office will help very well. Thank you for joining in again today. We'll see you in yet another episode. From Nigeria, I say good night, and from UAE, good night. See you again, Pastor Bridget, and thank you, all our viewers. We are grateful. Bye.